The first time I wore rubber was in London in a Burger King toilet.
So, welcome back to the Demon Duo with me, Quincy, and also Dax. Hello, say hello, Dax.
Hi there.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you doing today, Quincy?
I'm all right. I've messed up the intro a few times already today, so it's going well. It's going well.
That's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen at least once or twice with us too.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's chaos energy. It's living up to expectations. But we're just here to have fun, aren't we? Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So, this is the second episode coming out, I believe. Am I right?
You are right indeed.
Yeah.
This is we did our test of concept, and now we're moving on to full production, which is exciting.
Test of concept. We'll see how well it's received in the future.
Yeah, literally.
There's a lot of chaos in that one with just us two, but this time we've got someone to either add or maybe rein us in a little bit. We've got an amazing individual. You've probably seen them on Instagram. If you ever go to Darklands, they're normally running around chaotically, making sure everything's planned, everything's sorted, everything's going well. And what else can I say about them? They are just an amazing individual. I've been friends with them for a few years. You've just met them today. All I can say is welcome, Mr. J.
Thank you so much for having me. And what a great introduction. I feel very valuable right now. So yeah, thanks.
No worries. You are just an amazing person. I've met you a few times. The first time we met, you came in my partner's eye. So that was a wonderful, great meeting.
I think that was the first thing we ever exchanged. And we says like, I'm sorry that I came in his eye. And yeah. I'm Jay.
What a way to introduce yourself.
Right? No, but yeah. So for the people that don't know me, my name is Jay, or Mr. J on all the social media stuff. I'm a director, but I am also a creative director within the Darklands Festival. I'm a content creator. I'm a jack of all trades. And let's address the elephant in the room first. Yes, I am Belgian, so I might struggle here and there to find my words because English is not my native language. But I will do my best to make myself understandable for everyone.
I mean, I'm going to say your English is pretty damn clear. So I don't think there's going to be any understanding issues on any end.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends when I was younger, so I watched a lot of TV, so a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows, so that's why I learned the language.
Oh, okay. What was your kind of go-to TV show when you were younger then?
Well, I'm trying not to show my age, but I really loved Friends, for instance.
Okay.
That was, but I have this top 3 of movies because, you know, I'm in the audiovisual sector. I'm a director, so movies are my go-to vice, actually. And my top 3 movies are Jurassic Park, Die Hard, and Basic Instinct. So that kind of gives you an idea when I grew up.
That is pretty damn good.
What do you think about the new Jurassic? What is it, Jurassic World now? What do you think about those compared to the old one?
They can't hold up. They can't hold up to the
no. Oh, of course not.
No,
I mean,
of course not.
You can add Jeff Goldblum to any project and it will be decent, but it's not as good as the original. No way. Yeah, I think I watched the first 2 and didn't continue after that. Like the new ones. I've seen all the old ones, obviously.
I've seen them all. I'm one of those people that actually goes to the cinemas and watches them all. I also did that with the 7th Scream movie. I'm one of those people that actually went to the theater. But yeah, we can actually add Scream to my top 5 list as well. So yeah, the original one. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of Matthew Lillard. Nobody will say no to that.
Oh, right.
Daddy.
Are you getting horny now, Dax?
No, I have a deep appreciation for Matthew Lillard. He's not only an incredible actor, he's not only gorgeous, But he's such a cool dude, and he's so nice. Everyone says good things about him, and it's like he always plays a bad guy, apart from Scooby-Doo. But he plays the bad guy, and he does it so well. He's just a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he always plays like a little bit the little weirdo, you know?
Yeah.
There's always something off with all of the characters that he plays.
Oh, of course. And his most recent role where he murders children, that's a fun one.
Oh, which one is that?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Have you not seen it yet?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
I wasn't a big fan. I didn't mind it, but it just felt a bit slow in parts, and I was hoping for something more because it's such a big franchise. You know what I mean? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It wasn't scary at all.
No, it just let me down a bit. I was hoping for a bit more oomph. Do you mean it sort of dragged by the end of it?
Yeah. Well, maybe Dax, you should watch the 7th Scream movie because he's in there as well for a very short amount of time.
Yes. So I've heard. I do need to do a rewatch of the Scream movies. I still have a list. So it was a couple of years ago. A few people were asking me like, "Oh, have you seen this movie? Like, it's a cult classic." I'm like, "Oh, I've never seen it." Like, until I think that was early last year or maybe the tail end of 2024. I hadn't seen The Shining. I hadn't seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm trying to think of some others. Like, there was a bunch that I hadn't seen. So I was like, okay, we're going to get them all on Plex, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch all of them. So I've now seen quite a few cult classics, but yeah, there's still a bunch that I need to watch. Like the scary movies as well. I need to watch all of them. I've not seen any of them, but I've heard they're hilarious.
Well, it's way worse that you haven't seen The Shining than a scary movie, but I get it.
I've seen it now, and I really, really appreciated it. It was a really good movie. Same with 2001: A Space Odyssey. That was an incredible movie.
We've obviously talked about a lot of movies directed by other people, but you said you're a director yourself. So what do you direct? And also you say you do content creation. So what's that?
Well, when people ask me that question, I always tell them I am somewhat of an audio-visual prostitute. If people can pay me, I will do my trick. So
I'll do whatever.
I do whatever. So I've here in Belgium, I've done TV commercials, I've done TV shows, I've done corporate movies. I've actually been part of the Temptation Island team for 3 years in the past. Is that still a thing? I've done this TV show called Lady Truckers, where we follow a female truck driver on her routes through the USA, stuff like that. And very recently, I actually made a documentary about the Darklands festival.
Yeah.
And that film got a worldwide distributor now. You can stream it on different platforms. It's on Amazon Prime. Apparently, it's also on Apple TV. So it's getting this big push on the streamers.
Damn.
Okay, because I remember when it was on, I think you sent a link into a few chats and you could get it from a certain website, but that was it. I never got around to do it, but now it's like so much easier. I'll just get on Amazon Prime and put it on my TV really easily now.
Yeah. It's I don't know which countries because it's all territories.
Yeah.
But apparently in Germany and Austria and Switzerland, you can also get it on DVD. So apparently people still watch DVDs there. I guess.
Yeah, who uses DVD nowadays? It's all streaming services.
Exactly.
Oh.
Apparently, people still need a hard copy of a thing, of an item. I don't know. I really like it.
Well, a lot of people like hard objects. That's what it's about, isn't it? Especially us gays, it's hard objects.
Probably.
Although I wouldn't recommend putting one of them in your ass.
No, that's a bad idea.
I don't recommend it either.
So
you don't put my work in your ass.
We put some of your work in our ass, but not that. So you obviously said you do directing, but you do content creation. So do you also are you sometimes in some works, or what do you mean by content creation? Is that different or?
No, that's exactly what you think.
It's exactly what I think.
It's exactly what you think when you hear the word content creation. I also work. One of my clients is Friends to Follow, which is a Dutch platform like OnlyFans, and I also do all their marketing related audiovisual stuff. So all the stuff that you see on Instagram, like movies of events, interviews with creators and everything. And I started working with them about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I decided to also get a profile on there as well to get some extra cash, because I am an audiovisual prostitute, as I said. And because you get these questions from people online a lot, and I was thinking, like people show their dicks and ass on Grindr for free. You might as well make a little money out of it as well. So
yeah, they don't blame you. If you can make a bit more money on the side, why don't you?
Exactly.
And people are interested mostly in like the BDSM stuff and the dominant stuff, because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I'm a dom, and I get
you?
Oh yes, I am.
Do you want to say that again?
I'm a dom. And people have a lot of questions about that. People want to get that treatment as well sometimes online, so I can provide it on that platform. But it's all like little parts of my life.
Yeah, little jigsaw puzzle, little bits of jigsaws all making one massive like mosaic, as you would say.
Yeah, the smorgasbord that is me.
Oh, I love that word.
Right?
Is that Dax's word of the day?
Oh, smorgasbord! What a word!
It rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
It's so good, so good.
We're starting to find that Dax likes a word every time we record. So I think we're going to have to start doing Dax's word of the day.
Oh, yeah. What was the one last time?
So insert a jingle now.
I can't remember now. Yeah, insert jingle. Dax's word of the day.
So
that was awful.
Amalgam last time.
Amalgam, that was it.
It was an amalgam. Yeah. What
amalgam.
A word. Yeah.
Well, now you've got smorgasbord to add to your vocabulary.
Yeah.
I've seen you. That was it. I've seen you travel a lot, because you said you go to all of is it premieres or something? Because I see you at these red carpet events. They look amazing. They look luxurious, and I'm like, oh, well, where is Mr. J this time? Because you always seem to be there in the summer.
I travel around a lot. Firstly, I traveled for the documentary because it had its world premiere at the Pink Apple Festival in Zurich. So we jetted off to Zurich. Then we were invited to Dublin in Ireland for a gay film festival. So I went where the movie was going. Then also with Friends to Follow, we also have a lot of carpet events and award shows that I had to attend. I also had to present an award there. So that was in Amsterdam. I also travel a lot for the platform to like Colombia to shoot videos of models over there. Now I'm actually heading over to Torremolinos in next month to shoot some models over there and also attend the Grabby Awards, which is the European Gay Porn Awards, actually, because I've been nominated in the category.
I think when this comes out, you might be there, or you might have already been there.
Okay, so in that case, I've just been to this amazing event called the Grabbies.
Yeah. Don't date the episode.
Okay, shall we retake it then?
I'm kidding. It's absolutely fine. That was just a joke.
That was absolutely fine. The thing is most podcasts are always recorded before, and we're very open. It's so much effort to you know as well, doing audio and visual. People think, oh, you can just do it. It's not hard. I could go on my computer and do it in 2 seconds, but actually, it's not as easy as people think. You have to sit down there. You think about the subject. You've got to start mind mapping. Then you record stuff. Then you edit. Then you check with people. You edit again. it's a long process, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And especially if you're doing like, as I said, like I'm the creative director of Darklands as well.
Yeah.
All this stuff and work that goes into those 5 days that people see. I mean, it takes a whole year to get everything ready, but people only see 5 days. So yeah.
They'll see an hour they see an hour podcast and go, "Oh, it probably only took an hour." And it's like, no,
just talk and that's it. Press play, hit press record, and that's it.
That's it. Upload. So I just want to go back to the grabbies because I know what it is. I've had a few friends go over to the grabbies and be nominated before. So I have a bit of an idea, but to a lot of the audience, they might not know what the grabbies are. You said it's a European award show, and it's for sex workers mainly, isn't it?
For the erotic industry,
erotic industry. Oh, let's put it
erotic industry. Sex workers. For the erotic industry, people are nominated in different categories like best top, best bottom, best swing, best ass, best threesome, best trans, best dominant, best kink scene, stuff like that. So it celebrates gay eroticism movies.
You don't have to be you don't have to be PC here. You can say what you want. Don't worry about holding back with us. We understand.
Actually, I enjoyed saying it like this. Gay adult eroticism movies.
Ooh.
And they also have like an American one. That's where it all started, and now they have this a separate one for the European economy. No, European.
Microsystem.
Microsystem.
I don't know. We'll try and find a nice fancy word to put to it.
Embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos. That's the motto. So what do you do there then? Is it just you go for shits and giggles? Is it you presenting? Is it you nominated? Or what's?
Well, I'm going there for two reasons. First of all, I'm going there with Friends to Follow platform because we're going to shoot some after movies of the event itself. They are sponsoring certain stuff. They have a pool party that they're hosting. Ooh. So I need to be there as well. And I am actually also nominated for 2 awards, Best Kink something and Best Dom.
Nice.
Like, I got nominated for 2 things. I don't know what it is. I'm just going. It sounds fun. I'll have fun.
I'll have fun. The competition is really hard. I mean, the guys that I'm up against, they're like very well-known names. I don't know how I even got into that list, but I'm really happy to be on that long list, and I'll see where it goes. I was also nominated this year for an X Award at the Darklands Festival for content creator. Last year, I won this award for content creation. I actually won one. So,
yay!
That's pretty good.
So I don't know what I've done to deserve this, but yeah, I'm rolling with it and I'm enjoying every second of it. I mean, if you would have told me this 10 years ago, I wouldn't have not believed any of it. But you know, sometimes life happens and you just roll with the punches and do it.
I feel like we just had a Miss Pageant speak, though. It's like, I'm so happy to be nominated. I just like being on the list. I don't care about winning. I'm just here to look pretty. You know, peace to be in the world.
Right. I just want to walk around really sexy in my rubber outfit and get pictures taken of me and then smile and wave.
Smile and wave. Oh.
That's me.
Dax, is there anything you want to ask before we get on to a bit more of the deviant questions?
So I was wondering, when do we get our refunds for the token? I'm totally kidding. I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss. No, so you've kind of talked about the work that you do when you travel for awards and things. But what kind of places have you traveled to for your kind of day job is more what I'm wondering. So when you're doing AV stuff, what are some of the cooler places that you've traveled to? Because you mentioned America. Where else have you been?
Well, the American Canada one was very amazing because I had to road trip with this trucker all the way from Canada to the border of Texas. So I spent like a whole week with this truck driver, and the only thing you can do is just sit there and talk. So it was an amazing experience. I've been to North Dakota, South Dakota, Oklahoma, all these places in mid-America, which you don't usually go to visit.
Yeah.
And I've been there, so it was an amazing experience. For another client, they did decommissioning of gas platforms in the North Sea.
Ooh.
So if there was this gas bubble, they put their little platform on there, they extract all the gas, and when it's empty, it needs to be taken away. So for 2 months in summer, I was on a ship all over the North Sea, going to these spooky, empty platforms and watch them be, decommissioned and being taken apart and being transported back to the mainland. So that's an amazing experience. I've been to Marrakesh to shoot a part of a musical. So yeah,
interesting.
I've done some fun, crazy stuff. Of course, the Temptation Island thing. I've been to Thailand like a couple of times. I travel wherever the world takes me.
So where haven't you been? That might have been an easy question.
Yeah, probably.
Australia, actually. It's Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, that's actually on my list. I think the furthest I've went was Thailand.
Okay.
What about Japan? Have you been to Japan? Or
no? Also on the list. Also on the list.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of Asia to explore.
Yeah, that's Asia's one place that I haven't. America and Asia, I haven't been to. I'm not really leaning towards America at the moment.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. But I'd love to go to Asia. I think it's in Europe. You've got that Eurocentric, that European feel. Do you mean everywhere has the same sort of ethos? If that makes sense, all seems. When I started traveling to Europe, I thought it'd be totally different, but there's a lot of similarities in Western or European society. But I'd really love to go to somewhere where it's totally different, where society runs a little bit differently, and I feel I'm pushed out of my comfort zone a bit more. And I think that would be an interest. Asia would be interesting to do that, I think. Not America.
No, I think so too. I can actually agree.
Well, I mean, I think you would be okay in America based on the fact that you are a white man. So you wouldn't get immediately deported, but still not the kind of place that you'd want to visit at the moment, because they're also not being very nice to the gays. So
I hope they don't check my social media. That might be a no straight away. Do you mean?
I would be instantly banned from the country. Instantly banned.
I hope nobody hears this podcast in America. I mean,
I see the memes taking the piss out of the current administration, and I'm like, haha, repost.
Yeah.
We're hoping to have some Americans on this podcast, so it probably will be heard in America. So it'll be fine.
I told you I would say something that would get me cancelled. It's fine.
Yeah, there we go. So, first question on the board is, you describe yourself as someone who builds worlds. What does that actually mean to you? And where does that impulse come from?
Well, as I said, I'm a director, which also means I'm a storyteller. I'm a born storyteller. So when I say like I build worlds, it's not really a metaphor. It's kind of like how I approach everything I do in life. You know, when you're filming, you don't just shoot a scene, you build a reality, you build a world, you know, with your visuals, your sound, your characters, and everything has to kind of align, right?
Yeah.
And I try to do the same thing also with the work I do in the kink community. So, for instance, like my Instagram, it's not just pictures or content, it's a world that I created with Mr. J Like there's just the visuals and the gear, the tone of voice, the dominance and everything. It's like it all follows like rules, and it has the same energy, you know?
Yeah.
And also with rubber, it's not something that I wear. It's part of a story, you know? It's all structured. And when people visit like the social media and everything, they don't just scroll past it. They recognize parts of it, and you know, they recognize themselves in it. So they know that they're stepping into this space that I created, and that's what they feel. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So where does that come from? So where's that like need or that vision to build worlds? Because not everyone has that vision. Where do you feel that has come from?
I think within the storyteller part, that's why I enjoy being a dom as well. You know, like you set your scene, you take control, and you create something. And creating something is the love of my life. You know, that's what I enjoy doing. That's why I studied film. You know, and it's nice to be able to pull that and my passion, my hobby, and my sex life and everything, and all roll it into one.
I'm slightly tearing up. This is supposed to be a horny, chaotic podcast, not an emotional podcast.
Yeah, well, you know, it's nice to have the privilege to combine all these passions. You know,
they're all a part of yourself, and you like to show that to the world.
Yeah,
through everything you do.
The smorgasbord thing again, you know?
Yeah.
The smorgasbord. So, Dax, you ready for question 2?
I am indeed. So, your creative work and your kink life seem completely intertwined. How did that happen? Did one lead to the other, or did they always coexist?
I think it first. Well, let me take you back a moment. So I've always been a kinkster for as long as I can remember. You know, I've always had this fetish for rubber and everything. Then I did the whole studying for audiovisual arts, and I created that. And then in 2020, with the whole coronavirus and everything, I started to build this world online as Mr. J, do the whole posting and everything. And all of a sudden, I thought like, oh, maybe I can push it together, you know, like get my content and elevate it to a higher level.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. Then on the other hand, in 2015, I started working with Darklands, and I started making their after movies. And I've noticed like, if you're like a professional and you're good at your job, you know, you can really mark your territory in the kink community and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
for me, they're the same, you know, like I'm a director, I think in contrasts and everything, and kink kind of works the same way. So, you know, it's all about energy. It's all about timing, knowing when to push something or knowing when to hold back on something, you know? So for me, the creative and the kink stuff don't just overlap. They're like part of the same cycle, same system.
Yeah, that makes sense. And just off the back of that answer that you gave there, how did the pandemic change your kind of creative identity? Because you said kind of because of COVID, you started doing more online. Incidentally, Darklands 2020 was the first Darklands I went to, and then ended up bringing COVID back to Scotland. So that was fun.
Yeah.
How did that kind of change your online presence?
Well, I wanted to stay connected with everybody, and I wanted to, you know, show part of myself to the rest of the world, you know, because in the beginning, I did only faceless content, you know, I didn't show my face or anything.
Incognito.
Incognito. And all of a sudden, I'm like, fuck all this shit, you know, like this is who I am, take it or leave it. And then it kind of exploded the way that it did. So, and by the way, if 2020 was your first year, maybe you're also in the documentary, because I actually started filming in 2020 for the Darklands film.
Oh, maybe because I every year that I've been, I missed last year, but I've been every other year. So I've done that. This was my fifth Darklands that I've done. And there was a couple of after movies where I spotted myself and some friends. So I'm like, oh look, there's me. I always like to have a look, and I'm like, oh, I'm in it, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not in it this year. Probably
well, if it's the official Darklands after movies, I'm the one that edited it. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I do know I'm in one of them. I know I'm in the 2022 one because you film a lot on the stage, and I was on the stage, and I was like, I was just scrolling through Instagram, and then next year, I was like, oh, it's an after movie. Oh, I guess it's just going to be chill, whatever. And then next year, I'll see me on stage getting with the sash on, but I just got that weekend, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Memory bank. Well, I'll put that in the memory bank.
I will have a small spoiler alert for you. You will be in the 2026 after movie as well, Quincy.
Oh, God, no. No. I can't get rid of it.
But you were in the jury of a competition, right?
No, I was in the jury.
Yeah, you were in the jury of a competition.
No, I was in the team of the competition.
Oh, well, I have some images of that, so you're in the movie.
I'm in there somewhere. I'm running around like a chaotic dog, probably. That's probably what's happened.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I do need to send you some film footage, the stuff that we recorded, but I totally forgot about it. And thank you for reminding me.
Oh. Yeah, the film is finished, actually. So
I know, but I'll just give it to you anyway.
That's good. I will put it in my...
But save it in some sort of drive somewhere, and you never know.
We do.
Yeah.
We have a horse fair recording.
No, we don't record the horse fair.
I know. It was a joke.
For the people that don't know what a horse fair is, can you explain it, please, Dax? What is a horse fair? Of course.
Horse fair is the one time where you can get your hole. No, I'm kidding. Horse fair it's a really fun event. This year was interesting, to say the least. It's every year that I've done it. So this was my fourth horse fair. And every year I've done it, it's been different every time.
But what is it, Dax? What happens at a horse fair?
Okay, absolutely. So for the horse fair, you have stallions and mares. The stallions are the tops, the mares are the bottoms. The bottoms are blindfolded, and they find a position to get themselves comfortable. And then half an hour later, the tops come in, and you basically just take dick for 3 hours, and it is great fun. I have enjoyed it every time that I've done it. And this year they introduced markers, which was an interesting concept that I don't think was utilized well by the tops. But regardless, it was good.
Wow. I actually had to explain this to a Vanilla Friend's sister this weekend, and she was like, what? And then I told her, I haven't told you about the fisting bingo part yet. She's like,
what? God, the fisting bingo.
I have a friend who I've known him for years. I actually lost my virginity to the guy. And he has recently been starting to get into fetish and thing, because he was in a relationship for quite a few years, and now that he's free of that, he's exploring, he's discovering himself, and he's recently got into fisting, and he's been exploring rubber. So when he messaged me the other day and he was like, oh, I've got some new toys that I want to order, but I don't want to order them to my house in case my mum opens the package. Can I get them delivered to yours? I was like, oh yeah, no worries at all. He's like, okay, I'm also going to order some rubber. Where should I go? And I'm like, oh, here's my area. I can help you with this. So he's been getting into that. And I was like, you should really consider going to Darklands with me next year, because they have a whole area for fisting, and like there's a huge fisting community that goes. And he's like, oh, I might take you up on that.
Actually, it's a pretty large area, the fisting area at Darklands. They always put a lot of effort into creating that space. So it's not just like, here's a bench, here's, put your legs up. No, they really turn it into a beautiful, beautiful experience. Just wanted to point that out. The people from Fucking Fist that organize that part, they really do an amazing job.
A little branding promo there.
Oh, was it? Of course.
Do you want to say it again? Do you want to say it again?
So these amazing people.
I was going to go on to the next question, but I'm just going to skip down a bit because we've started talking about it anyway. But for some people who don't know, Darklands, what is it about? What is Darklands really?
Well, Darklands is the largest indoor gay fetish event in the world. And over 8,000 people have come to experience the festivities. So it's divided in two parts. You have a daytime event and you have a nighttime event. During the daytime event, you can see shows, there's elections, there's workshops, there's demos, there's a gear market, there's a second-hand market. There's a community zone for the puppies, the Camp K9. We have the stables for the critters and the furries. There's an ABDL zone. There's restaurants. You can get food there. There's
dark rooms.
Also, just a few dark. No, there's also dark rooms. There's a sportswear area. And it's actually, I have been told, the largest darkroom area also in the world. And then at night, you have 3 stages with different types of music for the nighttime festival. So you have the main stage, which is more like danceable music and trance music and techno. Then you have a little bit more alternative stuff at the Mr. S. Leather stage. And then at the Mr. Rigidio House of Rigidio stage, it's more like poppy. It's more like... more danceable, more commercial music.
So I'm going to be very cheeky here, and I know what the answer's going to be. But what have we got to look forward to for 2027?
Well, I can't say. I really can't say.
Say yet.
There is nothing to say yet. No, I did see a first draft of the new stage and everything. We also showed a teaser trailer on Sunday. That's a thing we do every Sunday. The last thing we do on the main stage is show a teaser trailer for next year. And I don't know, has anyone seen it yet?
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
I missed it because I had to go home a day early.
Okay, so maybe Quincy, maybe you can walk us through it. What did you see? And that way, I don't say it.
It's a June ripoff.
Wow. Okay. Call it out. Wow.
No, but it is June, isn't it? So the premise is mainly around June, sand dunes, traveling the desert, that sort of thing. And then supposedly Darklands is a fiery castle area space. Don't really know how to describe it, but it's like a fiery a place in the middle of the desert that we found after traveling the dunes for many years, pretty much, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, very good, very good. So to stay within the whole storytelling aspect, the whole lore that we're creating, we're actually leaving the capital city that was the Beyond Darklands stage and everything this year, and we are traveling through the desert to another quadrant, another part of the land. So you can see it like if Darklands is Disneyland, we're now going to Frontierland or Adventureland. So we're gonna expand on the map. And that's what we're doing. And now we're going to go more into the remote area with the desert and everything. And it's actually called Beyond Darklands, the Ember Dunes.
Ooh, so June.
Ember Dunes.
So June.
It's an interesting mix going with fetish and sand, because personally, I don't think the two mix. If you ever try to have sex on the beach, it's not great. You get sand in places you really don't want sand.
Yeah, but
have you been to Gran Canaria?
No, I have not.
You have dunes over there as well, and a lot of stuff happens. But we actually chose it because of the puns. Like sand gets into every crack.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Also, June is very popular at the moment, so that also works.
Yeah, but there's more movies that are in the desert, and
I watched the first one and I was like, this is okay. I know I'm ready to get hate, but I'm just not the biggest fan of Timothy Chalamet.
No.
I think he's overrated.
I don't care so much for Timothy as well. I'm sorry.
Oh God!
Oh, thank God someone's with me.
I'm a Michael B. Jordan fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. Do you remember that story about the girl that broke her she broke her braces because when he appeared on screen, she bit down and just snapped them?
No, I have not heard about that.
Yeah. So Michael B. Jordan, he was in the
Sinners.
Black Panther movie.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So when he took his shirt off and revealed all of the notches that he had on his skin from all of the kills that he had done, this girl bit down so hard, she just got so feral for him that she snapped her braces. And it was her orthodontist that had posted it on his Tumblr. And Michael B. Jordan reached out and was like, he felt bad and actually paid for her to get her braces fixed.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild. It was one of those stories that you read and you're like, what the fuck?
He's not only hot, he's also a very kind person. I mean, you know.
That makes him more hot.
Right?
Exactly. It's like Jeff Goldblum all over again.
What's it with you and Jeff Goldblum?
I love Jeff Goldblum so much.
So, he's actually in Belgium next month with his jazz quartet or something.
I love his jazz music. He is so good. Quincy doesn't like jazz.
I'm not a big jazz fan.
Quincy's a jazz hater. But no, I have his album on vinyl. I love it.
Well, they're in Belgium, so you know.
Looking up flights.
So anyway, go back to Darklands.
Yes.
We'll go away from Jeff Goldblum for a minute while Dax goes and swoons and listens to a jazz vinyl. There is a big question on it though at the moment, isn't there? Because there's a lot of redevelopment going on at the Wagnite where it's based, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're reinforcing the case next to the Wagnasi building, and that is a project that takes up several years. So as of yet, we don't know how much space we will actually have outside. So normally we have the Wagnasi building, and then we have like this huge community tent, and then we have the tent with the lockers, and then we have the tent for this. And this year we lost the entire parking space, and we already had to put some stuff inside and ditch some tents. So we were very happy to be able to place the tents now. But we don't know what the situation will be in a couple of months. We don't know what the situation will be like by the time that Darklands will be held next year. So we have to be prepared for different scenarios. Yeah, and that makes it interesting.
Wasn't there talk of them tearing it down as well? The hangar, really, isn't it?
Yeah, there's rumors every year. Tearing it down, repurposing it as flats, but as of yet, it stays unchanged. And it would be and it would be stupid to tear it down now while they're reinforcing the area around it. So for now, we're all good.
For now, we're good, but watch this space.
Yeah.
You've got a roadmap as well, didn't you? Because I remember walking in and there was a little roadmap of where you're going to be in 4 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually the whole road that we had to take to get to this point now. So it was like no space at all, some space. This got canceled. Then all of a sudden, this was allowed again. So it's been a rocky road, but we were very happy with what we finally accomplished. Yeah. Let's say it like that.
I remember in 2024, there was like a big rumor going around that you weren't even going to have it in Antwerp anymore. It was going to be somewhere else. And then everyone was really confused. And then suddenly they were like, no, we're still having it here. And I was like, okay, thank God for that. Because like if you could, like talking to you personally, if you could choose another place or city to host Darklands, where would you pick?
That's a very good question. I think Antwerp is the city that hosts the festival for so many years. The people in Antwerp are also used to the Darklands crowd.
Yeah.
You know, like when you walk around in your leather gear or anything, like people start to accept it more than if you go like into the heart of Brussels all of a sudden and start over there. So I think Antwerp is where the heart of Darklands is. You know, like we've always been welcomed also by the city and everything. So it would be crazy to move it.
Because the city does put out you work with the city, don't you? You actually work with the council for Darklands a bit. And I think you got to go to, did you get to go see to the council building? Was it last year? And speak to people, wasn't it? So
yeah. We had a reception.
Yeah. It's very connected because even I'll go to a cafe or bar and they'll be fully on board. They'll be very happy. They accommodate you. You're in full leather and they're like, yeah, oh, are you here for Darklands? You mean? And they chat to you and they sort of get involved, isn't it? Because the whole city feels like Darklands. It's not just the WAG night anymore. It's the whole city for that weekend.
Yeah, because it's the low season. And for an entire week, almost every hotel is fully booked. Every restaurant is fully booked. People make use of the public transportation, make use of the taxis and everything. So all of a sudden, for this week in the low season, Antwerp comes to life, and that's always nice to have.
Yeah, it's supporting the community. You're supporting the local community in Antwerp, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
As well, by putting it on this. Because it's a bit like, I don't know if you know, but Folsom in San Francisco, when that originally started, it was done to say to the council, hey, there is a thriving community here. Look, and they put on this big festival. I can't remember what the original name was, but then later it became Folsom. And it seems like a lot of these events that happen that are really big actually show off what community is around, what community can be, and how actually the media might put out that we're deviants, that we are, but that's all we are, that we don't do anything else, that we just have sex, and now it's all about chemsex as well, and that they just take sex and drugs and that's it. But actually there's a lot that the community does to support the wider community, people, and you had chemsex a conference in this year as well, didn't you? And talking about that, and you support Antwerp in the off season, giving people in the community money and helping with tourism. There's so many aspects that people don't actually see that what these events do to help not just our community but the wider community.
Yeah. And I think once money is involved, you know, like people spending their money in the city of Antwerp, you notice a little change as well. Yeah. You know, nobody says no to money.
No one says no.
Exactly.
Even if it comes out of the hands of gay fetish people, you know, like it's still money. Yeah. So people, you know, that's the part that people sometimes forget, you know, like the positive impact that events like this have on the broader community.
Yeah, I've always found the locals to be really friendly as well. Like, I don't think I've really been anywhere else where people are so accepting and cheer you on. Because that was a couple of years ago. I was walking from the hotel to the venue, and there was a bunch of people in one of the restaurants where they like knocked on the window and started cheering because me and a couple of friends were in pup gear. And it was just like, you would not get that anywhere else. Usually you would have people just give you dirty looks.
Yeah, I mean, you also get dirty looks in Antwerp here and there. I mean, that's something you can't take out of the equation. But the longer that the festival is being held there, you know, the more people get accustomed to it. And I actually have this really cute story myself. A couple of years ago, I was with 12 fetish friends in a pizza place during Darklands. So we went out for pizza. And we were sitting on the terrace and we were having a great time. There was rubber, there was leather. And all of a sudden, this father with a child on his arm walks up to the group. And we were all bracing ourselves like, oh, God, what's, you know, it could go either way, right? And he walks up to me because I was wearing a red leather tracksuit, and he's like, "Yeah, go and say hi to Spider-Man." and the boy was like, "Hi, Spider-Man," and we fist bumped. Then my friend Thomas, he was wearing a green outfit, and he's like, "And there's the Hulk," and he's like, "Hi, Hulk." So
that's adorable.
it was really, really adorable. You were like, like parents have two choices when they see us walking around in the city when they have children. You always get this question like, how do I explain this to my children? Well, you have two choices. You either give it a spin like this, like, oh, these are the superheroes, and they don't think anything of it, or you're going to be like the whole panicky one, like, ah. And I found that such a beautiful moment that he just walked up to us and just like interacted normally. And the child was, like happy to see us. So
that's cute. I love that.
I'm going to ask one last question on Darklands, because we'll be here all day talking about it, because it is one of those events that there's so many stories, there's so many things going on. You could just talk for it about it for hours. So I obviously, me and Dax are both part of the pup community, and I get a lot of people speak to me about it, and it is, I would say it's probably one of the biggest growing communities. So you've got fisting as well in there, but the pup community grows year on year, like exponentially. What do the pups have to look forward to in the future at Darklands? Is there anything that's going to change or go on for this expanding community?
Well, as we said before, like, because we don't know how everything will evolve, what's going on, that is a question with, in all sincerity, that I can't answer at this moment. We have to see what happens. But I do notice that like the pup and handler walk this year had over 600 participants, and it was insane how many people. And just to add on to that, like the pup walk itself, it's not just 600 puppies running around Antwerp. There is a route that they're following that has been cleared with the city and with the council. There is police officers guiding the group through the city. So, like you get help from the city as well to make the event with such a large amount of visitors, go well.
Yeah. But it gets a lot of press coverage as well. You get national press come in as well, don't you?
It was on the news, yeah. The pup walk was on the news, not Darklands, but the pup walk.
The pup walk. It and people actually, because I think they did it the day before it happened. They put it on the press. People actually came to watch. And came to watch the pup walk, and then it was I think I was there sitting down. And I've got to say, there was probably about 6 or 7 news channels that were just there interviewing people, recording what's going on. It's just, it's crazy, really, to think that there's all these puppies, that everyone's getting involved, the press is there, police is there. And it's a lot of work just to organise that, let alone the rest of Darklands.
Yeah.
Right.
I originally thought that the police were there to kind of make sure everything went okay first and foremost, but are the police kind of there to make sure that because I know Belgium has a law about face coverings and that they're not exactly allowed. Is that just to make sure that everything goes okay in that regard? Because, it's a big thing.
There, when we have Carnival, people walk around with masks as well. So, I mean, it's not like this really weird illegal stuff. I'm pretty sure, like in the UK, you can't just walk around with your face covered and go into a store without attracting. Really?
Yeah. It's not a law here. That's why, the first time I went over, I didn't know about it, and it wasn't until I went in 2022 when it was one of my friends was like, "Oh, you shouldn't really be walking around the street with your pup hood on because it's against the law." And I was like, "What?" So I then looked up, and sure enough, it's one of the laws that you're not allowed full face coverings, and it was very weird to me because like it's not a law that we have over here. Like you can, if you ride your motorbike in Belgium,
Yeah.
as soon as you stop, you need to take it off. But like in the UK, you can still wear your helmet and then walk into a store, do your shopping, and then leave still wearing your helmet.
Yeah. Well, never really gave that much thought. I think it's also a little bit exaggerated, you know, like to the point, like that. Yeah, it's just a little bit of exaggeration. But when there's carnival over here, people walk around with their face covered with masks on as well, and nobody beats an eye.
Okay.
So, but the police is there to make sure that everything goes without a hitch.
Yeah.
Well, that's answered your question. And
yeah,
probably,
absolutely.
And a lot of people's, because everyone's like, oh no, don't be put on. But obviously it's not as big a deal as we all make it out to be.
Yeah. It's I think is it on the UK government website for laws against in other countries for traveling? Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So I mean, of course, if you're going into the local market shop and get like a bottle of water or anything, and you walk around with your pup mask, of course, people will be like, okay, what the hell? But if you walk in your fetish gear from your hotel to Darklands and you have your hood on, you know, you're not going to be stopped or arrested by the police.
Okay.
They also know, like, it's Darklands weekend. They also see the clothes that everybody is wearing, so.
Yeah, true.
They're a little bit more lenient.
So, Dax, do you want to go back to one of the questions and to see how much of a deviant Jay is?
Yes. So,
okay.
Tell us about your dom sub dynamic with Rascal. What does dominance mean to you as an identity beyond the scene itself?
So for almost 2 years, I have a sub, Rascal, and it was actually very fun because he was very vanilla before he met me.
Oh, did you turn him?
I did turn him. Yeah. I also got him interested in rubber because, you know, we had these talks online before, and he was really excited to know about the dynamics. He was really excited to know about rubber and everything. And then we had this date, and one thing led to another, and I started owning him very shortly after because the dynamic that we have, the chemistry that we have, is just amazing. So the dynamic that I have with him is not about control in the obvious sense. So it's not just, you know, giving orders or playing a dominant. It's about giving structure to him also in his normal life, in his daily life, some sense of consistency and trust, you know. For me, being a dom, I don't just take the control, I just hold control, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
And when I play with Rascal, there's this real exchange happening. He gives me his trust, you know, he gives me his openness, and one of the things that I find extremely sexy, he also gives me his vulnerability.
Okay.
And in return, I gave him then, you know, direction, and I gave him a space where he can completely let go of everything. So, and that's where this dynamic becomes real, you know? It's not something that we switch on or off. We do it in the details, like in the means, how we communicate with each other. We have our little protocols day in, day out that he has to maintain. So sometimes our exchange is very present, very tangible, and sometimes it's more quiet and not always visible for the outside world, but that's what we created together. And you know, it shaped me just as much as I shaped him, in all honesty. So because being in a dom sub relationship, in this dynamic, it kind of forces you to be sharp and to take responsibility, not just for yourself, but also for another person and for another person's experience. So to me, being a dom is not a game. It's this real life connection that you have with somebody that offers him structure and freedom.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I really connect with it because I always say the sub's the one with the control because they're the ones. Yeah.
Don't tell him to edit this part out for the podcast. Don't. And the thing with Rascal is also he's a brat, so he's not just like, and I really love that. It's the first time that I handled with a brat on this level. He has a mind of his own, and he pushes me sometimes, and I really enjoy that so much. So we've got a good thing going.
I know it's fine to have a sub that's obedient, but sometimes you need them to push back a little bit so that you can kind of have that little bit of extra play.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it works in our relationship. And the fun thing is, when we were at Darklands this year, a guy walks up to me and he's like, "Oh, so this is your sub?" And I'm like, ask him yourself. And he was like, "I really enjoyed that." He said to me afterwards, like, "I really enjoyed it that you told this guy to talk to me. I'm not just your little handbag or your thing to show, I'm a human being as well." So that was really funny that we made it work like that.
I like that. That is very cute.
So I'll go on to the next one. So you've obviously said that you converted Rascal to rubber, and your main fetish is rubber. So
it is, yeah.
What draws you specifically to rubber? What does it give you that maybe other kinks don't?
Well, it's not just how it looks, but it's more about what it does to me. I think both of you are also rubber enthusiasts. The moment that you put it on, everything changes. The way that it feels on your skin, and it's so tight and slippery, and then you become more and more aware of every movement that you make. Every touch, every breath. It just like sharpens everything. And I always say, to me, rubber turns a 6 into a 9. Also, like it enhances my attraction to somebody like off the charts. So I introduced him to it. So the first time that he wore rubber in his life was on our first date. And I actually snapped a picture of his face when he was wearing it for the first time. And he has this huge smile and this huge grin on his face. And he was like, everything, falls into place. He said, I never expected this to be so hot. And now he owns 2 suits himself. So in less than a year, he just spent money on 2 full suits. And it's amazing that we can play that way with each other in the gear. And that was something that I taught him,
Yeah. I did think when you were explaining rubber, we turned into like a little horny podcast there. And it was like the way it feels. The sensation. I was like, oh God, where am I?
Yeah, but it's true. It's true. I mean, the smell of new rubber, like when you order something, it arrives at home and you open that package. I mean, it's an instant erection just opening the bag and smelling that rubber, and you can't wait to just like put it on. I mean, for me, the first thing I ever wore was a little slip, like a little short.
Yep.
And I actually went to Camden in the UK to buy it. Camden. I was there visiting a friend, and I was like, okay, I'll go down to Camden. There is this sex shop, like, oh, they have this rubber finally. So I bought the thing, and I remember I walked into the nearest Burger King toilet just to wear it and to put it on. So the first time I wore rubber was in London in a Burger King toilet. And it was amazing.
Well, I think
it was my
first quote for the start of the episode.
Yeah, we do. That's also my erection gone. That was I was like, oh, this sounds so sexy. And then next thing you know,
no.
King.
It wasn't burger. I mean, it lives rent free in my mind. This experience.
I mean, if you're going to talk about, first experiences of fetish in a restaurant bathroom, Burger King's probably the best place to talk about it, because I mean, you've got nice meat between great buns. It works. It works.
It works. Anyway, I'll wrap this up with the final question we're going to give to everyone. And it links us so well into the topic we just had. Have you ever been caught engaging in your kink or fetish?
As in being that somebody caught me doing it?
Yeah. So not like the Burger King where you did it incognito, quickly in the toilets. Did anyone ever walk in or notice something? Has anyone caught you engaging?
Well, people can pay for that on the profile that I have. With my previous sub, I actually experienced public play for the first time. He found it very hot. He found it very hot to suck my dick at Darklands. I keep coming back to Darklands. I'm sorry, but he found it so hot, sucking my dick on the dance floor, and people watching, not touching, just watching him do it. And I found it strangely exciting as well. So ever since that experience, I'm like, fuck it. Why not? I don't mind if it turns you on looking at me. Great. So yeah, people did. Now, when it comes to people not supposed to finding stuff out, I think the best story I can tell is when I was living with my parents, and a friend came over and we had hot and steamy sex. And afterwards, my father walked into the bedroom and he pulled the bed away from the wall and he says, your constant banging annoys me. And then he walked off.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was unintentional.
Unintentional. So we're going to invite you, Jay, to our Deviant download, our education part of our podcast. You'll be the first guest that we've had do this with us. Last week we did What is Kink and Fetish, and we did it between each other. So this is the first time we're doing it with a guest, and we want for you to help educate us, but also educate the community around us and the people who are listening. We, as normal, we'll actually post a little standalone Instagram carousel and also hopefully post it to TikTok, breaking down some of the stuff we talk about here. But obviously, would like to go into detail, get the nitty gritty sort of things in this little Deviant download on our podcast. So the question today is, what is rubber as a fetish and what is TPE? So latex and rubber is a natural material. We've talked about it being shiny. It fits like a second skin, very form defining. But TPE is a bit different. Do you want to explain what TPE is? Because I'm not 100%. I don't 100% know about it.
TPE stands for Total Power Exchange. And it's actually some kind of dominant submissive relationship that extends outside of the bedroom as well. So it also goes into your daily life. So basically it means that the submissive gives up to a degree of control. He gives it up voluntarily. And the dominant, he takes the responsibility over certain aspects, he makes certain choices, certain behaviors and stuff. So it actually means that for a longer period of time, the dynamic that you both have is ongoing. So it's not, switching it on and switching it off for playtime. So that's actually the meaning of the total.
Yeah. So how does that? So rubber is often seen as a bit more of a submissive in the past, hasn't it? It's not been always seen as, if you've seen dominant portrayed in media or in other sort of photography, it's always been seen that leather is the submissive and rubber is more submissive. Is that really true? Because you're sort of saying you do this total power exchange, you're dominant, but you're a big rubber fetishist. So how does that work?
Well, to me, rubber is a material. It doesn't stand for a power or less power. I think the reason why people see it as more submissive is because you see more rubber gimps, like with the hood on, being in a submissive role, than you see like rubber gimp dom, I guess. People treat it like that, but to me it doesn't mean that. That's exactly why I wear it as a dom, because for me rubber is not about losing control, but it's about refining power, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it sharpens your being, your presence.
Yeah, totally.
It's,
So
yeah,
also,
I think
I totally get you, because it's that sort of thing. It's everyone. I think there's a lot of associations that we make in our mind, and they're not always true.
Yeah, because rubber doesn't decide the role you play. It's the person inside the rubber decides that role.
Yeah. So I just. Oh, sorry, just give me a minute. My brain just went.
It's fine. I've been keeping quiet because I feel like an absolute dumbass, because I'm like, oh, TPE is a type of rubber. Like, and then you're like, oh, total power exchange. I'm like, okay, well, I had that wrong.
Yeah, I had that wrong. I had that totally wrong. I thought it was TPE and the other type of cheaper rubber. And then, no, it's total power exchange. Oh, fuck. I'm not going to be...
Literally.
My brain...
Well, it's two totally different subjects. And I'm like, okay, let's try and get it into one thing.
I was literally sat there going like, oh, TPE, is that like the liquid latex that I see the twins painting on themselves?
Yeah, that's what I put it as.
Yeah, because that's what I thought it was.
It's thermoplastic elastomer. Yeah.
That's what
Jesus Christ! No. For me, TPE is the total power exchange.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I like both answers, to be honest. Because they both work together, and the way I know this is that I done Manchester Rubber Weekend back in 2023. And there was this lovely twink there that had his entire body, like legs all the way up to his neck, painted with this liquid latex. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the night, his dom peeled it off of him. And I mean, it was fairly smooth, but not completely smooth. And just, his dom ripping it off of his arms and being like, oh, good boy, because it was definitely giving him a free wax at the same time. Mm-hmm. That was quite fun to watch.
Okay. This is fine. It's fine. I've gained the brain cells back, and we can work with it.
Well, you guys said it had to be educational, so
I have been educated. Absolutely, I have been educated.
Totally. Anyway, where did we get off to? Okay. Here we go. Where were we? We were at rubber dominated. That was it. So
yeah.
Okay, give me a breath.
Here's the chaos that you promised.
Yeah, I told you we'd have it.
I mean, the biggest chaos is what Quincy will cover, what TPE is and how it differs from traditional rubber.
Yeah.
Well, I learned something new as well. So the specific type of latex is called TPE.
Don't worry, I'll have to redo my whole Instagram carousel. I will work that out in myself.
Maybe we should put this on Instagram and let the people vote as well. Like, how many people thought this was about rubber and how many people thought it was TPE?
I think that's really good, because I think there is so many abbreviations out there, especially in the kink community, and it is very easy to get them confused. Like one of the more, I'd say, niche fetishes out there is CNC.
Mm-hmm. Now,
to someone in the fetish community, you know that is consensual non-consent. But if you are a normal person, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
CNC is a type of machining process in which you use drill bits to carve out metal or wood or things like that. So again, it's just one of these abbreviations that it can mean multiple things and it confuses people.
Yeah.
It's so complex. Anyway, so something that I think.
I mean, you also have like these other abbreviations like prick and
prick, rack. We are going to. Yeah, we are. SSC. Oh, we will get onto those eventually. That'll be. I've got that planned up for a later podcast. But yeah, God, there's so many acronyms. But I think one topic that I do want to discuss that I think interacts with them both is rubber. Well, we talked about kink and fetish last week, and we said it isn't always sexual. And we talked a lot about community this week. But also, I think really being specific about rubber and TPE, are they both always sexual? Can they be non-sexual? What are the misconceptions around that?
Meaning that if rubber doesn't necessarily need to be sexual.
Yeah, and TPE as well. Does TPE always need to be sexual?
No. Like, for instance, a protocol that Rascal and I have is that every morning the first thing he has to do is send me a picture of him naked with his underpants in his mouth. That's right. Ooh. So I can check that he's still locked in chastity. We totally did not even talk about that topic. He's been locked up for more than 1.5 years now. But that's our little protocol, and he has to do it. And of course, somebody that wakes up in the morning sitting like that's not the most beautiful picture. But it is our power dynamic. So it does not need to be sexual. It is my way of, the control and seeing that he's still locked and, that he does what he has to do. But a previous sub, he had to send me his dinner every night. So before he was able to eat, because we didn't live close to each other, every night he had to send me his dinner, and then he was allowed to eat it. So you have all these little rules in place that don't necessarily make something sexual or sexy.
So going on to rubber, does that? So is that always sexual as well? Do you feel that? Is it once you get into rubber you have to have sex, or is it that it
to me yes. To me, rubber. Yes. Yeah. To me, rubber equals sex. I'm not one of these people that, it's Saturday night, I'm just gonna relax on the sofa, put my gear on, and just watch a movie. No, I sweat like a pig. So for me, that's not even.
Same.
So, no, but when I walk around working at Darklands, it's okay for me to wear like a latex or rubber shirt for the entire day and not fuck or get sucked or anything, but it's still in a sexual environment for me.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that I have to go out shopping and wear like latex or anything, For me, it is something that heightens the sexual experience and heightens the fantasy and everything. So
yeah.
But it doesn't need to be for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like some, it's not always that, it's not always sexual. For some, it is that chilling on the sofa. But like you said, once you get into rubber, it can be quite hot. You do get quite sweaty in it. And I think people forget about that. And we quickly said prick and rack and being responsible. But the thing is that sometimes we do have to be responsible when we're in gear and not even just play, like making sure you drink water, have time to cool off. Going back to Darklands, how many people probably don't think about that and overheat? I guess you get a few of those issues at Darklands, don't you?
Yeah.
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 I was waiting for a story time, but I won't get any cheeky story times from you.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any cheeky stories about people overheating.
Overheating. But it is that one of the things that we do have to be sensible when we're in rubber and making sure we take care of ourselves.
I think that's also part of me being a dom. You know, like make sure that my sub stays hydrated. You know, because when he gets into his little subspace and he drifts off with his mind, it is my responsibility to make sure that he's safe, that he's hydrated, that, you know, we can continue playing.
Yeah. So I was going to say is also a lot of, it's changed a lot in the recent years, but rubber is for skinny people. That's the misconception that a lot of people have, that you have to be this muscular twink, has to fit to your body, make you look all good. I'm not a muscular twink. I don't think that...
No, I used to be a skinny twink. Like, I used to be a pretty skinny twink, and my latex, it complemented my figure. But even though that I've put on a little bit of weight now, I mean, it's not drastic, but it's enough to make me feel self-conscious anyway. But my latex still fits great and is actually really comfortable to wear. There's one bit that I actually can't wear anymore, but it was already really tight on me when I was at my skinniest, so it probably wasn't my best purchase I've ever made. But no, I still love wearing my latex, and I feel great, and I feel really confident in it too. So I don't think it's a matter of it's for skinny people only.
It just shows the body more clearly, and I think that's where the misconception comes from. You know, it's really tight and unforgiving in some places. You know, it highlights certain areas, and I think that's why people often associate it with it being skinny proof. You know, but it works on all body types, I guess.
Yeah. Because my main issue is actually getting it up past my ass.
Oh God.
The weight looks like it's gone to the gut, but it's definitely also went to the ass as well, and that's why my leather trousers don't really fit that well anymore. Is because my ass is now too big to actually button them up.
I also have the thighs, but I say big thighs save lives, so I'm not worried about those. And they just rubber just makes them look bigger, and everyone's like, "Oh, your thighs," and I'm like, "What?" But it can accentuate if you get the right size in, the right fit. It can accentuate parts of you that you do like.
Of course,
and it does give you confidence and power when you get the right size in and you look at what suits you, what you want to accentuate. There's all different types of rubber out there. It's not just the full cat suit that everyone thinks of. There's shorts or there's a harness, or I got a crown this year at Darklands, a rubber crown. Yeah, a surf suit. So there's so many different things that work, and it's trying them out and getting the right size in, and it can really accentuate parts of your body that you do love.
Yeah, I'm not a person to brag about himself, but apparently I have a very good ass in rubber for a dom. So I get that a lot.
Show us proof. Wait, who's had that?
It's a podcast. It's only talking, no video, Dax. Sit that down. Is there anything that you would like to talk about that maybe I haven't thought about, or something that you want to talk about TPE or rubber? What would you like to educate us on?
I think I educated you guys on the real meaning of TPE already. I think.
Literally.
Yeah, you have.
Literally.
But that's what the importance of this bit is we're not experts. I will try and research. I'll try and look stuff up. But sometimes you can research as much as you like, but there's different meanings to everything. And it's really important to get people's opinions and approaches on, so we all learn from each other. And that's what I wanted from this podcast. And
well,
from
you
this
succeeded.
Section. So I succeeded.
Congrats.
Episode 2, we've done it. I can go home. That's it. End of season. I'm done. Thank you, Dax. Thank you, Jay. I'm going to go and retire.
Love that.
Obviously, this we'll have our little standalone carousel. Obviously, I need to do a bit more learning, but I've obviously learned from you, Jay, and we're going to try and put something together about rubber and total power exchange, or also known as TPE. Put it together and try and put a nice little Instagram carousel of this chaotic topic that we didn't realize meant what it meant.
I love this. I love this.
It's gone. It's happened.
There's the chaos you were looking for.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Amazing. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah, no worries. I think that's a good way to segue into Dax's dice.
Yes.
Save me, Dax. Save me, Dax.
Of course.
The part I have been looking forward to.
Magic. All right. Roll it, own it, share it. The dice don't judge, and neither do we. It is time for Dax's dice. How are you feeling? Are you feeling like it's going to land on an odd number, or do you think it's going to land on an even number?
It's going to land on the one with the spicy questions, pretty sure.
Ooh, so you think it's going to be an odd number?
Yeah.
All right.
I want it to be an odd number.
Let's
roll you dice. Want it spicy.
Oh, let's roll the dice and see what it says. Oh, it would help if I actually clicked on the right dice.
Oh.
Oh.
There's the chaos.
Oh. Quincy, I'm going to have to send you a screenshot of this.
No. Is it? Have you got a critical?
Yeah.
Is it the critical 20?
It is indeed.
Oh, no.
It's the critical 20.
Oh, we literally, as we were setting this up, I said to Dax, no one's going to hit a critical 20. It's fine.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, and it did.
Oh.
What's a critical 20, guys?
You become the host. You can ask us anything.
Okay. Well, what was the question again that I wanted to ask you guys? Something about when was the last time you had 3 fists up your ass?
Oh, no.
Well, I've never had one up my ass, so...
Neither have I, so that was an epic fail.
That's it. I threw away my question for this.
That's fine. That's fine. You can ask an actual question.
We'll have a redo.
Yeah, absolutely. No, because that's I've tried, but not yet.
Well, you heard about my first kink experience in Burger King. Dax, what was your first kink fetish experience like?
Oh, okay. Let me think. So I got my first bit of latex back in 2019. And it was kind of during the time where I was going through a little bit of self-exploration. And I would say my first proper kink experience where I actually did kink with other people and not just like myself, because getting that latex suit was a train ride over to the next town over, because Latex 101 was actually based in a small town in Scotland at that point. And I went there, got measured up, and it was weeks later that it arrived. And I remember being in my bedroom and trying it on, well, my mum was downstairs, so that was a bit scary. If she had came up, she'd been like, what the fuck are you wearing? But the first time I actually got to experience kink with other people would have been Darklands 2020.
Oh.
So I threw myself right at the deep end.
Wow.
And I loved it. It was kind of where I met other people. I started kind of making friends with other kinksters. And then, from there started looking at other kinks. That's when I started to kind of explore pup play. And yeah, I would kind of say Darklands would have been my first proper kink experience. And it's what I love about Darklands is that every year you go, there seems to be new emergent kinks. Like for me this year, I noticed a lot of clowns. That seems to be a new up and coming kink. And I just think it's fantastic that, you know, this might, like Darklands this year might have been somebody else's first proper kink experience. And, you know, the wild world of kink, as it were, was thrown upon them.
That was actually really nice. And you, Quincy, what was your first kink fetish experience?
So I talked about getting my first hood on last week's podcast. So I'll do when I first engaged. I think that'll be. So I tried it when I was younger. Didn't realize it was kink, but when I first did kink for kink purposes, if that makes sense, was not long after I got my hood in March 2019, I believe. I was at a pup event all the way down in Southampton. There was the downstairs play sort of space in terms of puppy play, not playing sexual play. But upstairs, they had a bit of an area to try out kinks and activities. So I went up there, and there was someone from Reading, not far away from where I lived, and I chatted to them before, and they had their rope. So I was in jeans, a top that said puppy, my puppy hood, not much gear at all, because obviously I just started. And this guy tied me up for the first time in lovely rope. I've got the pictures somewhere in the archive of pictures, and you can just see me sort of trying to smile in my puppet. But obviously you can't see a smiling puppet, and it's me just going, hey, hands tied behind my back, legs tied together. And it was a lot of fun. And then later I found that I'd bought a grey puppet, not realising the hanky code really. And my first kink experience was rope play. So by coincidence, I had chosen the right colour. So, and I'm turned back since. So I'm still grey. I've added black and white just to be a bit more monochrome. But yeah, chose the right colour.
Did you mean by coincidence?
I was just thinking it. I was like, don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, God.
Great minds think alike.
God.
Can I roll the dice one more time? I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, let's just do it one more time. Come on, let's go.
For first guess, we can roll again. All right.
Let's do it.
Ooh, we got a 9.
Oh, spicy question.
Yeah, it's
Bring
a
it
spicy
on.
question. What's your biggest I shouldn't, but I would moment?
Oh,
I shouldn't, but I would moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you should. You go, Dax.
So is there, like, if I had to give an example, it would be like it's late at night and somebody's text you with a "hey, you up" kind of text, and you're like, I should really just go to bed, but fuck it, I'm gonna go have some fun. Something like that.
I think it might be like anonymous grinder person when you were really horny. I think that's, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, but come on, tell us in a time that you've done it. Go on, get juicy.
Get juicy. Well, it was like a couple of years ago, and I was really horny at that moment. So I'm like, okay, let's check out Grindr. Of course, there's no kink stuff around where I live, so you have to do it with the vanillas.
Yeah.
And it was like a little bit of a dodgy profile, but stuff did check out. So you're like, I probably shouldn't do that. So I went to his place, and he was not really resembling the pictures that he sent along with.
Oh no!
But it was the same person, but obviously he has changed.
Yeah,
he has changed. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. I drove this while, so I just sat down in his living room, and then he started to put on porn on the TV, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is not okay. Then apparently he cleaned the house right before I came, so it smelled like Dettol. You know Dettol, the
cleaning.
Yeah.
So
it had this
bleach.
Yeah, it had this bleach thing, and it had like a serial killer written all over it. So like,
No.
why is it smelling like bleach?
Did
And
he
then
have
he
the plastic sheets down as well?
No, luckily no. Then he got out like his poppers and he started having poppers, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. This is clearly not gonna work for me. So thank you and goodbye, and I left. But you know, I had the courtesy to sit down, drink a glass of water, and then I'm like, yeah, no. So I think that was one of the biggest, you know, I shouldn't. I did anyway, and I left.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So let that be a warning to everybody that goes on anonymous dates and everything. You know, stay vigilant and don't take any unnecessary risks, especially not at night or in a park or anything. You know, just like a little disclaimer. you know, as a dom, you have to be responsible, and you know, sometimes horniness wins from.
Even as a sub, you need to be responsible, because I've had my own like that where it's been like, oh man, just want to get my hole, and then it's like, no, we're gonna make a bad decision. Let's just have a date with the left hand, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, and then it's out of your system.
Or the right. If you,
I'm a lefty.
Oh,
I'm a lefty.
And do you sit on it for a while so it gets numb, and then it feels like somebody else is doing it, or?
I just need to be stressed and that happens, so it's fine.
Okay.
Apparently, I think that's just you, Jay. It's a thing.
It's a thing. You sit on your hand until it gets numb, and then it feels like somebody else is jerking you off.
But you know, when people say it's a thing, they just mean that I do it. Do you mean it's like it's a thing? I don't do it.
Well,
no,
it's been a
beautiful
podcast. Thank you so much for having me.
So, actually, Jay, I think it is the end.
It is.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Thank you.
It's been so much fun. You got the chaos energy you wanted by the end of it.
Amazing. No, thank you so much for having me, for letting me give my peace of mind or 2 cents on certain topics. I'm glad we didn't talk about Darklands that much.
Not that much.
Not that.
Just half of the episode.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And you know, you can always get me back on the show if you want. I'm really open to talk about other stuff as well. So thank you so much.
For people that don't have your private Telegram or private channels, how can people find you from this podcast?
Well, people can look for mrj.be on Instagram, or mrj.be on Friends to Follow, so f2f.com/mrj.be if you want it a little bit more spicy. And I also have an email address for the people that want to hire me for audio-visual stuff, and that's hello@mrj.be. So, you know, I do also do all the filming. So, yeah, that's me.
He'll do anything. Just give him money. He'll do
Give
anything.
me money. I'll do my little trick for everyone.
Would you like to sign off, Dax?
Yes, I was about to. So I have been Dax.
And I've been Quincy.
And you've been listening to The Deviant Show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.